What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rasheed White. All right, so we have another Ben Simmons video. This time it's actually coming from the great Shaquille O'Neal. And he's out there trolling Ben Simmons once again. And people get upset at me. He's like, yo, Rasheed, man, you defend Ben Simmons too much. And then JJ Redick defends Ben Simmons, and he defends the players. I was like, why? Because we're basketball players. And we're supposed to understand what it's like for players to actually go through certain injuries, and it's the recovery factor and everything. Now, guys like Dreamers Pro, I get it, and the Nick Wrights of the world, and the Chris Broussards of the world, and Stephen A. Smiths of the world, and the Colin Cowherds of the world, they don't hoop. They don't understand. They don't get it. So they here we go with Shaquille O'Neal over here saying that Ben has 3.3 fouls and 3.2 field goals per game, and he makes these studio lights here. So let's get into this article right here. I'm gonna get into a whole bunch of other stuff because I'm you know, I've never seen such like hate towards a guy, towards a player. I don't understand it, man. And people keep saying, oh, he's on the decline. That's it. I think last year or the year previous, before, you know, he requested his trade from Philadelphia, he was averaging 14, 15 points a game. Hell, man, you'll take that Ben Simmons right there, man, right now. You know, so you'll take 14 to 15 points a game from him, you know, and we don't know what type of injuries he was actually going through. They don't just want to come out and say it, you know. Anybody that actually plays basketball on a regular knows better than that, not to say, hey, I got this certain type of injury, I have an ankle injury. But what they're going to do, they're going to go at you now. Or you have a certain, like, especially like a lower extremity injury, man, where you can't move laterally or anything like that, man. Yeah, I mean, they're it's going to be like those African wild dogs on a wild boar or something like that. That's what it's going to kind of be like. So Shaq kind of disses Ben Simmons over here. Now, I want to go to this Clutch article over here, Clutch Points article. And it was saying basically over here that the surgery, there's the title, how much of Ben Simmons' lack of aggressiveness is a result of off-season back surgery. And it was showing that how he was actually doing really, really, really well. And until the Memphis game, where he actually kind of re-injured that back. And then if you listen to the interviews from him, the pain, and I experienced a back injury playing basketball, and I wouldn't wish that pain on my worst enemy, and I would never ever want to go through anything like that again. Now, I'm not just saying that, man. All right, so this is the play right here. He's driving down, somebody runs into his back, he's holding his back right there. Up until this point, he was actually doing well. Yeah, so he's actually holding it. Wait, is it missing here? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I got him out of this, and 1 second here. Let me show you guys. 1 second. I do apologize. Normally, where's the clutch points? Here we go. All right, so let me show this play right here again. And the title over here, let me just recap. How much of Ben Simmons' lack of aggressiveness is a result of off-season back surgery? And here's the play right here where he kind of re-injured that back. Yeah, so right there, he's actually holding his back. It hit him right in that spot, exactly where he actually got the surgery from. Oof. And so these are for the people out here that think this is a joke, man. Back pain, back surgery is actually a joke. It's not a joke. So I want to get into what Steve Kerr actually said about back surgery. Let's go into this. Since everybody actually thinks that, oh, It has nothing to do with it. And this is what actually Steve Kerr actually has to say about back surgery. Make sure this volume is up.
Out there, if you have a back problem, stay away from surgery. I can say that from the bottom of my heart. Rehab.
As you can see, Coach Kerr is definitely
Yeah. It's you read his body language, man. Back pain, back surgery, man. This stuff, especially like with Ben Simmons, it takes like really a full year to actually recover from this kind of surgery. And then I think he gets hit right there, probably putting a lot of fear in his mind, you know, because like I said, there's psychological hurdles. You know, you actually go and twist your ankle really bad, or you break your ankle really bad, then you know, it's very painful. And at the end of the day, these are human beings we're talking about here. These aren't robots. You know, and I agree with Kyrie Irving. I've been saying this, I think probably before he even said it. There is a dehumanizing effect that's going on here from Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, right now, Ben Simmons' name is actually getting clicks. And you see Shaquille O'Neal, and he should know this, man. Why do I got to do all this research over here? This is a side hustle for me. He should be doing this. He's getting paid millions of dollars to actually go out there and kind of do this research. And plus, he was dealing with the knee injury. He hasn't played in a year and a half. Okay? So I'm going to go into like Chris Middleton right here. And he's having a really, really down season too. And what's the correlation? The correlation is injuries. He's averaging 13 points a game this year. Okay? 13 points a game. Had to come off the bench. Oh, but he's on the decline. Oh, no. He's going to be at the league pretty soon. Come on. These guys are human beings. You know, he hasn't played and he get hurt, especially with these lower extremity injuries. Nobody wants to be going through that kind of pain if they can actually help it, man. You think it's fun for these guys to get knee injuries and ankle injuries and it's hard for them to take showers? Or if they have a chick that's coming over, they can't really do that much with her. You know what I'm saying? These guys are human beings at the end of the day. I just think that we actually lose sight of that. Now, the back injury, it says it's going to take, I did the research on his surgery, it would take a full year until you see the explosiveness come back. You see a little bit of it, but I just think he's really, really scared of actually re-injuring that back. You heard what he actually had to say about it. I definitely concur with that because I've had a back injury and I was walking down like that. I couldn't even straighten out my back, man. And it was painful. It was 3 days of agony. 3 days of agony. So, as far as I'm concerned, Shaquille O'Neal's a piece of garbage.